What is up, Vape Fam? Welcome once again to the new Visual Vapor Reviewer channel. Yesterday was a makeup review for the for Reviewer Friday that I happened to miss. And I figured today I might as well go right into Topic Tuesdays before I miss it. So yeah, basically some things have been going on. Virginia trip has actually been put aside for now. We're actually going to be going to Six Flags or, what was it? Either Six Flags or Canopy Lake Park. Not sure just yet, but we'll be working on it. So I'm going to be saving up some money for us to take that for a summer trip. Stacy leaves for California today, so, well, technically she leaves today, but she's just going to her mother's and then she's really leaving tomorrow, so... Yeah, some pretty cool stuff. So the topic for today's Topic Tuesday is going to be juice viscosity. So juice viscosity is similar to the topic where I talked about how the difference in PG and VG ratios, but in this case it's going to be for working with how they sit in your coils. So basically, some juices, depending on their viscosity, if they're really, really viscous, then, or really thin, so to speak, really syrupy, kind of, they'll sift through your coils really easy, and you'll get a leaky tank more times than not. But a really viscous liquid, like for example, thick or higher VG ratios, will sit in your coils really simply, and they won't just soak through. So, basically, I got two liquids here. I've got my House Strawberry and my Millionaire series, which is the mango, raspberry, strawberry watermelon mix, which is a very high PG-VG ratio, 30 to 70 PG-VG. I'm running out. And of course, we got right here my House, which is a full VG, no PG ratio whatsoever. So I'm going to put the full-on VG ratio strawberry in my RDA. Clean that up a little bit so we have some room to drip onto the fresh coils, because I've re-wicked these recently, so we're going to have to enjoy that a bit. So let's put some fresh liquid onto the coils. There we go. She's ready to vape. Ooh, I think the coils are excited to be tried out like this. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Oh yeah, she's ready to vape for sure. Alrighty, let's crank this into overdrive. So let's clean up the leakiness from the excessive filling, because it did leak a little bit. But that's what's to be expected from an RDA. So, clean that up a little bit. Get the liquid out. There we go. So, super high VG. It's actually 100% VG ratio. And it's pretty strong. VGs are more strong on the throat hits than anything else. So, let's go for it. Man, a lot of juice leakage. But, that's okay. Holy moly, that's strong. So, difference in that. Now I got the strawberry in this one, so we can see how well. Of course, if you notice, if I tilt it like this, just kind of leaking a little bit. Don't know how well you guys can see that, but if I tilt it, it soaks right through the coil. And if it doesn't vaporize fast enough, it leaks a bit. So it's dripped a few drops onto the paper towel I placed on the ground, because I'm not getting it on the floor. But the flavor is definitely a little drier in your mouth from a regular tank with full VG. Definitely getting a little dry. I like the more juicy flavors that taste more, shall I say, juicier. They don't have a dry feeling to them. But at the same time, the flavor is pretty good. Alright, I'm going to pause the video so that I can change the flavors out and we can use the flavor for the freshness. Alright guys, we're back. So now we've got the mango, raspberry, strawberry, watermelon in here in each of the tanks, so we can test these. These are a 30 to 70 PG/VG ratio on this flavor, so they're in both tanks and ready to go. Both are 0 milligrams of nicotine as always, but they both come in 3 6s and 12s, some even 18s, but the ones on SS Vape are 3 6s and 12s. The ones I get are usually in 0, so I don't really do nicotine, because the only time I had nicotine was that time for the Nick Salt review, just to try it out. So next up is the flavor, which is 30 to 70 PG/VG ratio, really viscous, really syrupy, really thick. So let's try it out. Oh, there we go. That's more watery almost. It tastes you can really taste like you're biting into a piece of fruit almost, rather than you're just getting the flavor, so you don't really have to worry too much about that. Either way, it tastes really amazing. So yeah, that basically talks about so for example, you have two different types of flavor. Different PG and VG ratios help you decide how your flavor is going to taste. A high VG ratio tastes kind of dry, quicker on, you don't really need it to take as many hits if you're using nicotine for high VG ratios. Depending on if you're using an RDA, RDAs have the best flavor tastes, so that's why I use my RDA when I'm testing a new flavor, but I usually use it in my tank as well. But in an RDA, the flavor is carried better, so you can get a better analogy of how the flavor tastes. As you guys well know, when I was doing the review of the lemon berry from SS Vape by House, it was I was using my RDA to test the flavor because I wanted the full richness of the flavor before I put it in my tank. Usually, if you want the best way to tell what flavor tastes the best, you have an RDA, use the RDA first, because it takes longer to wick up in a normal tank. So usually that's what you want to go for. That way, if you can understand how the flavor truly tastes before you put it in your tank, and you have to wait for it to fully wick up. Because if you put the flavor in a tank and you've had a flavor in there before, you're going to have the original flavor that you had in there first before you taste the new flavor, and the new flavor will take a while to fully saturate in. But so, for example, recently, let me see if I can sit down without too much problem. Recently, I had a flavor that was before I put the lemon berry in there. I had my Millionaire mixture that tasted like cotton candy, even though it was a mixture of strawberry, watermelon, followed by the mango, raspberry, and Zapa strawberry. Now, even though those flavors were already in the tank before, and I completely emptied my tank and cleaned it, and I went to put in the brand new flavor, it still took a while for me to taste the lemon berry in this tank, my iJoy Diamond. It definitely took a lot longer to try it than it did if I was using my RDA. The RDA took mere seconds. From the moment I cleared the coils of the flavor and I put the flavor right back on there, it vaporized that flavor instantly. I wasn't even getting a hint of the previous flavor. So that's what I like about RDAs the most. So basically, the best flavor comes straight off your RDAs, your rebuildable coils. I'm going to have to put some fresh cotton in there later on. I re-wicked it a while ago, but it's about time to re-wick it again, because I've had the same cotton in there for a few months now, but it's about time to re-wick it, so yeah, I'll get to it. But of course, the flavor is always rich on these. I haven't even gotten a hint of a burnt flavor, except when I forgot to drip one time. This cotton lasts a long time. I've been using it straight on for a few months now. That's what I've been using instead of my Baby Beast, because my Baby Beast definitely needs a break until I can get some fresh coils. But of course, until then, I've got my iJoy Diamond with this coil and one coil left on that, so I'm going to have to order some new ones when I get some creds from SS Vape. Hopefully it won't take so long. I think the moment I get fresh creds, I'm gonna get some new coils from SS Vape because I definitely need them. But anyway, so that about concludes the Topic Tuesdays for today. I'm so thankful you guys have been able to stick around and check it out. And if you guys aren't familiar with the Visual Vapor reviews, be sure to backtrack all the way to my first video, which was on my previous channel. I haven't had the chance to really put a playlist together, but I'll probably put one together as soon as possible. So if you guys want to check out my other channel, which is Michael Cobb's Visual Vapor Reviews, be sure to go there. That way you guys can check it out all the way to my first video. I don't remember exactly what my first video was. It was so long ago, back when I started. So anyway, if you guys are interested in seeing the first video, backtrack. I'll try and leave a link in the description below. I hope you guys like it, or it'll be in the comments if you guys see it. But if you guys know how to get there, just go to Michael Cobb's Visual Vapor Reviews. This is the Visual Vapor Reviews channel, so go back to that channel and go all the way back to the first review. Be sure to check it out and leave your comments in the description, in the comment box below. But of course, if you guys have been seeing it, I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to check out all my other videos if you haven't, and we'll see you guys next time. Oh, and next time will be Throwdown Thursdays, so we'll be throwing down the old mods to see how well they are working to date. So yeah, if you guys are interested, be sure to tune in on Michael Cobb's Visual Vapor Reviews. I'm your host, as you well know, Michael Cobb. My other half of the Visual Vapor Reviews is downstairs. So until next time, I'm your host, and these are the Visual Vapor Reviews. Peace, guys. See you around.